Hello and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. I'm Arietta, and we tried real hard last stream to get all of the jobs above level 15. We tried real hard. We went 2 hours over time. And yet. So, today, to make up for it, not only are we getting the last 3 jobs to level 15, that's Gladiator, Pugilist, and Thaumaturge, but we're also getting all 3 of the dance emotes that you can get in the major city-states. I apologize if my cat is yelling. She's been really needy because she knows something is up. I'm planning on going camping this weekend, and she is a displeased little beast. She knows something's up because there's all this stuff in the living room. There's like tents and blankets and camping supplies, and she just doesn't know what to do with her little self about it. So, we have work to do, so we're going to get into it. I did check. I cannot do Hall of the Novice quite yet. I have to be level 15, so that's not going to help us get any EXP, so we're going to start with some raisins. And we're going to also start with something that I've never done before. I'm actually a little bit scared, so we're going to start with Thaumaturge because I'm a little bit more familiar with the job. But I'm gonna roll for a guild test and see what that's about. So, Thaumaturge needs 2 more levels, and I'm a little freaked out. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Also, I apologize if my sound is a little bit different today and it's not quite working correctly. I might get cut off at the beginning or end of sentences. I've been futzing with the settings and different filters for sound so that it's not distorting, it's not peaking the mic, and it's not letting in all like squeaky chair and clicking keyboard and anything else going on like that. So if it's still a little bit wonky, I do apologize. We are learning as we go. But yes, I have stalled long enough. Let's see what this guild test stuff is all about. Nikki, what did you slam into now? Alright, and while that's going on, we'll head over to 80 Sins of Sasimo. Yeah, to finish Giant Tortoise. Doop-doo, just have to get my bearings. But yes, I'm going camping this weekend. This is the first time we will be leaving Nikki by herself for longer than like 5 minutes. Oh, we're going. We are starting up right now. I'm gonna move my tea out of the way so that I don't knock it over while we clicky click. But it looks like our other DPS is missing. Where are you? There we go. Okay, say hi to the party. Oh, I don't have a limit break button on my bars. Do we need it right now? Okay. Oh geez. There's so much going on! Ah! Okay. Just trial by fire. Trial by fire? Let's go. I don't know what hazardous zone is, but you need to stop giving me shit. I don't know what's happening. But we're inside. Oh. Hello, friend. Hey, that's... We're not going after a healer right now. That's pretty freaking rude. And especially because she looks like Tinkerbell and it's kind of adorable. Please leave Tinkerbell alone. We are getting through this real fast. Oof. And... Okay. Find display for a... What? Stop! It's overwhelming. Okay, player commendation. Give it. Oh my god. Did they already... Complete. What is happening? So apparently it's just chaos, and that's what we have to expect. Good to know. But we are already almost level 14, so at least there's that. It's just chaos and messages saying, hey, this is what we're doing, and I don't know. I just don't know. So we're gonna go attack a turtle. Yeah. Turtle? Here, turtle, 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 turtle. There's one. And it's not even level 17, like the last one that killed us. Like, just, it was bad. It was bad. But yes, so quickly on the topic of the game, this is an all the quests, all the jobs run, so we are doing all of the quests and all of the jobs in Final Fantasy XIV as they are made available to us, which is why I'm trying to get all of my jobs to be within a certain amount of levels of one another, because it's a pain to try to do all of the jobs and all of the job quests at the same time if they're all at different levels. Okay, so Horizon's Edge, Footfalls. Let's go to Horizon's Edge. Do I have the Horizon? Yeah. I'm not... I give up on walking. Walking took way too much time last time. Walking is too much. No more walking, I say as I plan on going camping this weekend. So yes, camping. This is the first time we're going to be leaving Nikki alone for longer than a few hours at a time. And she has been especially needy, kind of understanding that something big is happening. We do have a cat sitter who is planning on coming over twice a day while we're gone to come and play with her and keep her company. He really didn't have to volunteer to come over like more than once a day, but I do appreciate it because I am really stressed out about leaving my cat home alone for that amount of time. Not only because I will miss her and I worry about our sweet little fur baby and how very attached to people she is and how much she follows us around, so I don't want her to be sad and lonely, but also because she likes to destroy things when she is upset, and she is usually upset when people are not paying attention to her. So if there's no one here to pay attention to her, who knows what kind of monstrosities she will commit. Not monstrosities, that's what she is. Atrocities. There we go. Vocabulary. Hopefully that motorcycle noise didn't carry over too much. And we also have maintenance outside doing whatever it is they're planning on doing. There's just a lot of background noise today, and it is frustrating. spent all this time trying to improve the sound quality of the stream, and they're making things difficult. So the place I'm planning on camping is in the middle of nowhere, like the middle of nowhere. We have friends who own, their family owns like 400 acres in the middle of a national forest that's nearby a national park. So we are literally going to the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure it's even a no-fly zone, which is hilarious and incredible. So Footfalls, do we have to go all the way over to... Footfalls is just right there, though, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. But this group... so for any of you who know what SCA is, and like Renaissance fairs and like HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts, the group I'm going with is kind of a weird amalgamation of all of these things, but kind of separate. Like, they dabble in all of those other things, but consider themselves a separate group. It's local to me, and just friends that I have all make up this group. And so it's kind of along the lines of medieval survivalist primitive camping. It's really cool, but it's really hard to describe. Everyone is in medieval garb. It is either really historically accurate items or inspired by historically accurate items. For example, most of the women do not go full dress. We typically wear pants and tunics just like the guys do. But yeah, it's a bunch of fun. Where... do I have to go farther? No, there they are. But we use primitive tools, and by primitive I mean medieval. So like most of our equipment is stuff that you would associate with the Lord of the Rings. Like, the group is basically, I want to LARP as Aragorn, and that's the premise. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of archery, tomahawk throwing, some practice bouts, using boffer weapons. There's going to be a lot of hiking involved, and all food is cooked over a fire. It's a lot of fun. I wish that I had more of a kit together than I do, but with how my medical health has really deteriorated a lot in the past several years, which are the years that I have been active as part of this group, I haven't really had the chance to do the things that I want to be doing. I haven't had the chance to, that's the wrong one, make the things I want to make. I haven't had the chance to, oh, that was the wrong one. We are no longer a caster class. I haven't been able to make my garb. I don't have a cloak yet even. I don't have my own hand-forged knife or tomahawk yet. I do have a fire kit that is period accurate, but only just barely. I don't have my own bow and quiver of arrows. It's just... and I'm still working on hand sewing tunic and trousers for myself. So it's can feel disheartening to feel like you're so behind in this thing that you want to be doing, but you have so much else going on for the rest of the year, because this is our annual gathering. This is the time of the year that we get together collectively to go camping together and kind of show off what we've been able to accomplish. And it's a ton of fun. But so far, like, the only thing I have are skills, which aren't visible unless I'm actively doing them. So even though I have vastly improved my hand sewing skills over the past year, and I am much more skilled in a lot of cooking techniques that are period accurate, those are only really seen while I'm actively doing those things. And I haven't been able to finish an item that fits me to wear as far as the hand sewing goes. And that has also a lot to do with how my various chronic illnesses present. I have at least 3 digestive diseases, and so my body can change depending on how well I'm digesting food on any given day. Which is, really, really frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a hassle, and I'd rather not deal with it. However, that's the hand I've been dealt, and that's what I'm gonna work through. So, because of that, I have items that I've made, but now I have to alter them so that they fit properly. Come here. But it is going to be nice to get out to the middle of nowhere, like, I miss camping. I miss being in a tent and enjoying being in a tent. I miss the campfire and the camp cooking and just being able to be so steeped in nature that everything else is just literally like almost 100 miles away. Like, it is a 45-minute drive to the closest bit of civilization, which is really cool. And yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I won't be able to do the hike this year, which I was really hoping that I would be well enough to go, but that's not possible at the moment, and just started new medication because, yeah, of course. We're still trying to figure out what it is that is wrong and how to fix it. So it's a lot of trial and error. But I know how to make a fire now, so that's really cool. And my aim for throwing a tomahawk has improved greatly, so that's fun. Okay. I went a little extra, but that's fine. Giant tortoise, that's back all the way over there. Oh well, I have to get the bombs and the, what's it called? The goblins for... I have to do the bombs for both Pugilist and Gladiator, and I have to do the goblins for Gladiator. But we're almost caught up on levels, which is nice. It's just, we weren't able to do it last time, which is a little bit frustrating. Yeah. I had a lot of fun, though. Doing a stream that was literally twice as long as normal was a lot of fun. Okay. But yeah, when I do get back, I am planning on sharing some photos of the scenery because it's just gorgeous out there. It's just gorgeous. I'm also a little bit concerned because one of the mega fires in California literally burned through where we normally camp. It actually burned down the outhouses, so we're having to find alternative bathroom solutions. Unpleasant, but hey. We'll make it through. We always do. But yeah, like, I think this is the second time that a fire has changed the scenery since I joined this group. So we're kind of having to just deal with that and figure out how to move forward and still be able to utilize what's available to us. Because we do have this incredible opportunity that is not afforded many, because we have this friend who does have this property, this beautiful land that we get to use on occasion. And that's nice. But it might mean that this year is going to be a lot of trail clearing as part of the group activities. Like, some of it was taken care of, but the area was also used by the firefighters as a base of operation. And I'm glad that they were able to do so to prevent it from spreading further. Like, it stopped at the road that we used to drive down in there. That little dirt road was the line. Speaking of which, I think that because it is on national forest land, that we are going to have to go through the fire safety training for a permit. I'm not sure, because it's also on private land as well, so that'll be interesting. I have some friends who went camping near there, but not on that property, obviously, who had they now have like videos, which is real interesting. They now have videos so that in order to get your permit, you have to watch this video on an app provided by the Forest Service, and you can't skip it, you can't speed it up, which, I mean, good. Good. But it was just real kind of bizarre hearing them talk about how they had to, I think the airship landing is going to be the closest I can get to this, how they, before they could start their fire, had to go through and watch this series of videos on fire safety in order to have the permit on their phones. So that if if Forest Service came out, they had it on them and proof and evidence that they had taken the fire safety course before starting a fire. Very interesting stuff. All right, but we have Thaumaturge and Gladiator at 15, and we have Pugilist at 14, which is high enough to get all of the dance emotes. So, my various apology dances will be starting now. If you will not dance, be gone. I Would no more speak with a still foot than I would dwell amongst tyrants. Wow, that's a real strong statement. Okay, so through his eyes, well, not necessarily, just let me just center our little girl. Okay, and dance number 1. And you don't even get to see it because it cuts to black. How rude. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we just twirl. We twirl. The vessel is rude, but the wine within may be yet refined. Unfortunately, there is much call on my time, and I am bound for another land. I will make a dancer of you when next I return to this city. There you are. Heard anything good? I hope you're not wasting time with that looker there. Explaining that this is the guy. Starry-eyed. Oh, Master Guilano, I am Pomom in the danseuse, and I would speak with you. It's my greatest desire to become a dancer dexter and perform at a grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? So, it is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, no, but this stammering maiden. Child, I sift people to find dancers. Do you understand? Then let us see whether you can master these steps. Yeah, I feel the same way. Gulp. That's how they do it in high society, huh? Yeah, that's a very silly thing. Did you not see what it looked like? It was very silly. All right, let's proceed. I can be the last with class. Just watch. Hideous, grotesque. Your dancing stands alongside the calamity and its horror. Oh, burn! Wow! Wow! I've said it before, Ishgardians are super rude. Well, those words might cow your highborn ladies, Master Guilano, but where I come from, we take our lumps and keep on twirling. Now, what exactly didn't you like? Child, you rely overmuch on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That's not dance, but crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp and take your turn on the floor. Okay. I can't take my eyes off you. I mean, you're not exactly good. You'd be picking rotten orange pits out of your eyebrows if you did that at the market, but it's a story, isn't it? A dance is a story, and I have nothing to say. Because I haven't lived, just made a living. I look so proud of myself for having done such a bad job. Aye, child, ale-glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses when you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant you that. I weary of teaching so many who may have lived, but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have the courage enough. Do you dare start anew, to be a dancing girl no longer, to learn a true craft? I dare! I will learn the craft of adventuring. Do you adventure for fun or gain? Do you have to be very good with weapons? Those moves you make with your arms. Is it some fighty thing? I want what you've got, darling. The way to the grand ball is through quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slog, and I'll learn to dance. Thank you, milady, thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You've taught me so much, and I'll never forget that dance you showed me. Okay, bye. Did she choose a mere adventure over me? Master among masters? Yeah, buddy. My airship departs this strange city soon. Dance your rude yet puissant dance, adventure. Perhaps you will affect more aspirants as you did that one. Ha! And mayhap I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew. Okay. Terrible. I have learned the emote ball dance. Okay, so that's the first one. Hey, we'll put it on the bar. And yep, here's the first one. We have one of 3 of the main city-state dances, and arguably the one that looks the most dumb. Jeez. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. And that didn't grant any EXP. However, can we continue on? However, we will just be getting the dances as we go. I'm gonna try and do the MSQ real quick so we can continue on. And then we'll grab the dance in Limsa and Gridania. The Gridanian envoy, I presume? Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. Ah, yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed. Hey, look, it's Raban!
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold.
Rude!
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames.
General of rudeness, jeez.
But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Nope, no I did not. I came for your quests, now hand them over. Cartano. I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the fields against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Oh, trust Merlwyb to make light of our wolf problem. Women always did have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was with the Garleans, 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the legatus Solus Zosgalvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabard to heel, and so the legatus became an emperor and his republican empire. Yeah, so one of the things that I really love after having played almost to the end of Endwalker on my main character is going back and doing these quests, knowing what I know about spoilers o'clock in said future. It's just like, wow, they really did pull from deep in the lore for Endwalker especially. Like, yes, for all of the expansions, but for all of these things that are happening, it's just incredible how they wove these strands of story together, tied them all up in a nice little bow, and presented it to the player as a string of foreshadowing that you don't know what to expect and when to expect it and whether or not it will be drawn on again. until you know what happens. It's so seamless and incredible. I love it. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. And this lady. Ugh! I won't spoil anything. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We've barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All the other concerns pale in comparison to the empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Kane would have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Oh yeah, wind-up airship, I forgot. You may now make use of the airships. Awesome. Airships now accessible. And we have a new toy. Excellent, okay. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Ah, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. All right, so we're going to go to Limsa and pick up the Limsa dance. Yep, that we are. Am I going the wrong way? I most certainly am. What is a playthrough with me at the helm without having to backtrack? Okay. Airship landing. Oh. Can we... No, I'm going to save that for next week. But I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so we're going to Limsa for 120 gil. And then we are going to... Oh, that's right. I'm going to have to set it so that the cutscenes for the airship no longer play after they've been done. Or did I already do that? Because I haven't left Ul'dah previously, so maybe that's what's going on. Okay. We'll go to the Drowning Wench. But before we continue MSQ, we're getting the second dance because I have to make up for not getting to level 15 last time. So it's journal. We are in Limsa. Good for what ails you. Okay, so good for what ails you. Map. So it is to the boat next. Cool. We're going this way. And is it faster to go? Nope, I did not mean to click you. So lower decks. Yeah, it's gonna be fastest to go via Fisherman's Guild. And now we get the next dance. Have I mentioned that the harbor is beautiful? Because the harbor is beautiful. Look at that. That's so pretty. I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot. Okay. Because it's pretty. Okay, so was it... It's probably gonna be upstairs, wouldn't it be? On deck? Is on deck upstairs? Am I just super lost? It could just be that I'm super lost. It's a frequent occurrence. Aha! Okay. Yeah, there we are. And last we were here, basically some ale had been stolen and it was meant for the bloody executioners, but it had been stolen and we are investigating. What are you looking at? This is a dance duel, a dance duel. Much more important than anything you got. Much more. Uh-huh. Just give me her boots and we'll call it even. You may be able to scamper up the rigging to the crow's nest, but can you get down? Not for a siren's teat, you great clodhopper. Begging pardon, Captain, but there ain't no Mikote alive heavier on her feet than a great Galutin or a Rogadin such as yourself. Ha ha ha! Well said, Captain, and well retorted, you bloody sunseeker. Or was you a moonkeeper? What other lands they got there? Bah, who even cares, am I right? Who are you, anyway? There was a whole passel of you before, and now there's just only one. That's the miser's trick it is. No, you were just seeing double because you drunk. Ugh, nope. Nothing worse than a miser. This horse and what was the Madrigal, or Admiral, what's his name? He didn't like no drinking nor dancing. Bad for corals? Corals? That can't be right. Moral. Corals! Ha! Course. You're right there, lassie. Never should doubt myself. Anyway, this Madrigal, I'll call him Madrigal Pinchfist, passed decrees like they was farts. He decreed no dancing within a hand's reach of spirits. But no Madrigal's smarter than a sailing man. We just stopped reaching with our hands altogether. Ha! We inventiated step dancing. That showed Madrigal Pinchfist and his corals. Ha ha! Aye, that's right, lass. Gets me all fired up too. Makes you think. Like, oh ho, I know. You want to dance. Ah, this time I just thought you was being churlish, but... No, I insist. Dance first, talk later. That's the way of it. And here we go. I I still look so proud of myself for making no dumb dance moves. Hi, Seki! I like how they make actual silly stories out of unlockable emotes. Yeah. Why, you cagey sea fox, dance like a sailing folk you do. Could swear there was 3 of you, or was I just... Never mind, you should practically a sister now. You ask me anything. Okay? Did you steal the booze? A cask of Dozen's ale? Carried it off from Fisherman's Bottom my very own self it did. Had's to, matter of fact. We'd already drunk all we had aboard. Of course, Dozen's getting paid for it someday. Don't make a difference if he frets a night or two. Heh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You sure? You sure? Look it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm getting out of the way. Why, you reprobate whoreson, that's the tale of the cask you lugged in. Uh-huh. Blackguard! You dare call yourself a bloody executioner, all hugger-mugger about what belongs to who? Dozen has the cods not to mule about the colors we wear, and you play him for a fool? I'm sorry, Captain. I wasn't thinking it through. Gots to fix that, I do. It's what they call a choral failing. Adventurer. I beg your pardon for my mind. I swear, LaMail and mistook him for an oyster and gave him grit for brains when she made him. Hoo-hoo. Since you're already here, how about you square our account with Doze and take this payment to him? We'd be much obliged. You danced with us and all, so I'm trusting the guild won't inspire any moral failings in you. That's some long keel on the Estelicia, if you take my meaning. Run away! Full plate gauntlets, plate shoulder pads, and subligar pants and sandals. Yeah, of course, Seki. Would you expect any more? I wouldn't. Oh, they're having to do push-ups for being idiots. Awesome. Okay. I don't feel like figuring out how to get out, so we're just gonna jump. We're jumping ship! Okay, so he's up at... I can see the Aetheryte Plaza from here, so I'm just gonna run. Oh. But also, because... Oh no, I haven't gotten it yet. I have to talk to the dude. Oh, I don't have to go all the way to the plaza. Cool, cool, cool. There you are, and not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale? No, but I found your money. Money owed to Dozen by the bloody executioners for the delivery of ale. Huh? Well, that's the price I was to receive, but where'd you get it? Oh, from the bloody... from the clients themselves. I see. Yes. There's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'd wager. Cods, you say? Captain Monskate is kind to say so, I'm sure, but I hail from Ul'dah. We trade with anyone if they've got the guild to pay. Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. And if I know the particular pirates, and I do, they'll be wanting another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. My thanks, adventurer. Okay, so now we are going to get into the center for full humiliation. Pull up social, emotes, and we're gonna put that on the board. And we're gonna center ourselves. Get a good view. And we're step dancing. That's 2 of the 3 emotes to repay the audience for not getting to 15 last time. And this is the last job that is sub 15 as pugilist. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyway. Where was I going? The Princess and the Fish. I haven't completed that one just yet. Here's the plaza. That's right, I need to go see Batteron. Now this is more like what I expected of the Limsa Plaza. I haven't seen it this full on this server before. Apology accepted, even though there's nothing to be sorry about, a self-prescribed goal. I still feel like I made a promise and I didn't keep it, so I want to make sure that some part is paid to the viewers. Because I made a promise last time that I wasn't able to keep even after 4 hours of streaming, so oh well. Also, Saki, why didn't you tell me that guildhests are a freaking nightmare of just like pop-ups and chaos? Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... I'm Batteron, all right. Who's asking? Ah, heard as I've got a job for a capable venture, you say. Well, you're bloody right. So, you're fairly warned, though. This ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleedin' airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. Yeah. Ooh, you've got stuff. Ooh. Search for item. I wouldn't have any of these, would I? Cotton shirt. I think I might have this one. Ooh, that is an improvement to what I'm wearing. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh! And that one has so many materia slots. You mean the four-man guild test? Yes! It was just like... It was pop-up central with all of these tooltips, and it's just like, please, calm down. Okay, so I'm going to go with the I'm gonna go with the cotton shirt. Hey, look, unlockables. And I'm level 15 on all jobs. Maybe because it was your first one. 14 did a ton to be like, this is how you play with people. Yeah, they really did, didn't they? They tried so hard. Okay, so all jobs are 15 or higher, including all crafting and gathering. I keep looking at DOH and thinking Department of Homeland. And it's just like, that's not what that means. Normally only one window will pop up in the future. Yeah, but it was just like, it was boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, stop. Anyway. All my jobs are 15. I need to make sure I'm actually wearing the good gear for all of them. Because I'm presently not. Okay, that's the best I got. And that's the best I got. Fixed pugilist, now it's Lancer. Good shirt. And Rogue. Good shirt. Archer. Okay. Thaumaturge. And I already did Arcanist. Okay. We got our good shirts on all of us. So, real quick. So, our lowest level with the lowest EXP appears to be Thaumaturge. So, and we are presently on Thaumaturge, so let's continue on. And look at all the quests! Beauty is only scalp deep. Yes! Rising to the challenge. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Batteron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has a need of a capable adventurer. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of Tasha Seagrot. and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago that as the Fishbacks' pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are still feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Bateron... if you would permit me, Master Bateron, I should be happy to elaborate. It's a different person. This upstanding gentleman. Well, well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigations, and I came to offer what information I could sift from the recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little save that a family of Curials had taken up residence in the caves, nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with this Hagen testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it's settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. Oh, definitely do Rising to the Challenge. That unlocks the weekly book. Good to know. Okay. Hey, look, a quest. Its whole one is ill-pleased with the carelessness of the wench's customers. We all know how it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Now, take this impressive-looking journal right here. It's oft used as it seems to be. I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars, Quentinin. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but the last time I did that, Bateron docked my wages. Okay. Hey, look, a quest. You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the splasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said that he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could cut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist me with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Okay, so you're right here, so we'll talk to you first. Hey, our food ran out. Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute, that bloody book! Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-arse bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading for Aleport. Aye, where else? The scurvy sop. Nymea willing he's still stranded at the ferry docks, though the gods know it won't help me get my gill back. This is the wrong way? Yes. Yes. This is the wrong way. Oh, maybe not. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher! Apprehend him! Toss him in the jail! Throw away the key! Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something? Oh, woe was me! Woe was me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this marks the arrival of a world-renowned esthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Liminsan oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you doing something about this? Go ahead. Have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. No matter what I say, all I receive are accusations and looks of horror. I swear, this is not what it seems. Do you doubt me too, friend? For the quest? Yeah, I'll give you a stern talking to. Oh, the ignominy of it all! Of course you take her side. For shame! Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I'm branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hinanza of Naldeacon Vimeles, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severain in the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jandalain sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jandalain, am none other than Okay, drama boy. But only because I want that ponytail. I made this character before you could get some of the new cute haircuts for Viera, and I want that ponytail. So you're a dumbass, but I will help you because you're a pretty dumbass, and you will make me pretty too. Jandalain sent you? Let me guess. The barmaid's fool lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul again, and is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair to his bloody hands. A+ acting in those costumes, scarcely legitimate. I'm losing my voice. I'm still not fully recovered from 4 hours of streaming on Tuesday. Oh, that's right. We have to go to Fisherman's Bottom? Yeah. To unlock the book. While I get some tea. That's a good way to use the VR shoes. Okay. Nope, you're down here. Oh, and so is the MSQ. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. An impressively bound journal unceremoniously forgotten under a table at the Drowning Wench. I can use words. That's a thing I can do. My journal! Why, I thought I'd lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Ha ha! Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No? A shame that, for this book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Ha ha ha! You've the air of an adventure about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. Were there only some way for me to repay your... But of course! I've a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with the stories of our deeds? And with that, I shall be off, for adventure, and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank that Ellison fellow for his generosity. Ha ha ha! You're an asshole. Okay, bye. Yes, challenge lug. Thank you. That's another thing that I need to be more aware of, especially because I'm doing all of these levels. Oh, I didn't grab... Well, we'll go back to Ul'dah pretty soon, I'm sure. You're here about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will trade you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on its way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck, friend. Ferry's bound for Aleport. Are you riding with us? For 40 gil? Hell yeah. I'm gonna... More tea. Hey, look, a quest! Ahoy, adventurer! My tub sails soon, and I have me a little something for the journey. The dusk bats are flying. Think yourself lightsome enough to bring me 5 wings? The 4 won't do, and 6 is no good. Ow. Apparently I have been talking too much. Welcome you are to keep any surfeits, so long as you know what to do with them. You'll bring me the wings? Yes, sir, I will. What you don't know is how the book keeps spitting money at me, but I like it. You make a very valid point, and now I have concerns. Thank you, Seki. I would love for a book to spit money at me. It sounds like a grand old time. Oh, hey, look, a quest! I think it's upstairs, though. Have to come back and do a quest with her at some point. Ooh, a dragon. Hark! Enemy in the sky! Pull yourself together, Private. You've been trained for this. Even if the only action you've ever seen has been street fights, tavern brawls, and fisticuffs over who cheated at checkers. Fisticuffs over who cheated at checkers. Dear Diary, today I went on 5 adventures with some people who kind of popped into existence near me. Diary. Nice. Here's some cash. First things first, I must ready the cannon. Now, to walk myself through the steps. Right. Make certain you are with succor, for arming a cannon is no swift matter. So far, so good. I'll just get Camille and... Camille? That girl! Always nowhere to be found when she's needed. Fine. Sarge always said to improvise. You there, adventurer. Limsa Lominsa has had... a need of your service. Slow down the enemy while I arm the cannon. I'll be ready here. The fifth carcass is cold, I promise you. Okay. Uh-oh. Do I have to shoot the cannon or do I have to go down there? I think I have to go down there. Well. Ow. Puck hatchling. And there's the Hall of the Novice. Apparently Thaumaturge was not the best choice for this one. Yeah. One of the things that was always disappointing was finding out that real life was very much not like video games. Because in real life, you don't have a book that spits cash at you. And that's very disheartening. I would love to just go on mundane daily tasks and chores for other people and just have money pop out. That would be so cool. But having a real job is nothing like that, and I must say that is just like the worst exchange. Give me the cold. Okay. Just hit him. Thank you. Oh, gotta get out of the way of the bad. Yeah, Thaumaturge, not the best. Could do much better. Yes, I smacked him with my stick. I did it again. And now dusk bats. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out is how, since I'm not going to be able to do a 10-mile hike up a mountain this year, how I'm going to be able to keep myself busy while camping and while other people are out. I'm thinking naps. I'm thinking I'm just going to take a lot of naps. Just find fun new places to fall asleep in the woods. Maybe get abducted by fairies. That sounds like a good trade. Okay, more dusk bats. I wonder what kind of fairies would actually be in the middle of nowhere where I'm headed to abduct me. Wouldn't be the traditional sort, I wouldn't think. Oh hey, a baby Curial. Apparently I have that as a quest. You sense a hostile presence. Of course I do. Uh-oh. I did not mean to hedge mole. Ooh. Close call. Okay. This is our cue to leave. Because we did this bad. We made mistakes. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Marauder. We're doing this one on Marauder. Yay! Smashed. Aww! Mew, mew. Aww! It's so tiny. Mew, mew. Oh, oh! It's so cute. Mine now. Hey, it's a dusk bat. I need them for reasons. I have finished harvesting dust bat wings. Where's the other one? I don't know where the other one is. Boo. Okay. I was trying to level Thaumaturge, so I am going to go back on Thaumaturge and get it leveled up faster because I am squishy. The Yellow Jackets want to know if I'm hiding more jackals? Fine. I'll come clean if it means preserving my liberty. Now, all the jackals are long gone, but if there's a wolf pup I was looking after not too far from here. Jackals are easy to come by in Aleport, but wolves? You can be sure folk will pay good money for them. With the Yellow Jackets breathing down my neck of late, though, I haven't had time to care for him. The poor thing's probably too weak from hunger to move. I'll tell you where I hid him, but if you want to take him, best move now. What with the Kuriles running wild and killing the pirates, jackals and all. It won't be long before they start snooping about for more animals to train. I have to warn you, though. He may be a pup, but he'll likely make a meal of anyone who tries to get close to him. Try winning over his stomach with this here succulent bone. If that ain't enough, try rubbing his belly to soothe him. You can bet he'll be following you everywhere. I left the critter in Quarterstone. Hurry before the pirates find him. You evil... And then it grows up to harness the power of lightning to kill. Yeah, that's what Kuriles are. That's what they are. They're lightning cheetahs. They're lightning fast. Welcome back, adventurer. How'd you fare against the Kuriles in Skull Valley? I found a baby. It's defenseless. Look at it. I see. So, this baby Kurile is all that remains. It is truly a shame it came to this. Most of the jackals died fighting against Kuriles, but it would seem you slew the pirate's last litter while saving this one. Let us at least take solace in knowing the bloodshed has ended. There's a bit of good news to be had, however. I received word not long ago that a group of pirates related to our investigation was taken into custody. To instigate such carnage without scruple, the true animals in this case have been placed behind bars. With any luck, their leader and remaining members will join them shortly. Aww. But what to do with this baby Kurile? He seems quite fond of you, almost as if you were his mother. The Yellow Jackets are not fit to care for a Kurile, especially when full grown. but we cannot simply release him back into the wilds. I suppose there's only one option. Friend, I'll leave this baby Kuriel in your capable hands. I'm sure you will do what's best for him. Mine! Give the baby. Give the baby to me. Can you tell my brain is totally gone right now? Adding to favorites and summon. The baby. Look at this cute little baby. It's so small. And it's got big watery eyes. It's very cute. Okay. So... oh, that's a cool outfit. We're gonna turn in one down here, and then we're gonna go up to turn in the other one over there. Hopefully that will get Thaumaturge a level. We'll see. But before we continue MSQ, we really need to go to Gridania and pick up the last of the dances. Ahoy there, keep your voice down. Nobody's business but ours, isn't it? You got what I asked for. Yeah, elastic wings of a dusk bat. Them's the ones, and that's as pretty a job as I've ever seen. Know your way around a battle, eh? Well, that's just fine, thank you. Why? We sailors can be a bit superstitious, you know. Some of the crew might look at me odd-like for carrying bat parts, but when the wind's done died and the water's casks are dry, it's odd one day, overboard the next. What? No superstition about that? The Dusker's been my luck since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks once on 3 bats I caught, trapped at the top of a abandoned watchtower. Even ate a wing off one of them before I made up my mind to climb down the wall. This journey will be sailing past the Isles of Umbra, and I can feel the sea honing in those reefs. The lights at Ferrociris burned dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much like the old watchtower for comfort. I ain't been in that a frightened boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, more'n half mad, inching down that sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than a fingertip, but I'll have me bat wings on every journey just the same as that boy had. Okay. That's a vast improvement. Currently equipped with the rim... huh? Maybe it was for a different class, oh well. Need to pay closer attention. Ahoy, Arietta. It clean slipped my mind last time, but I've another thing to ask of ye. My bearings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. Got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the maid for it. I went ashore on some rock on the voyage in, and a faded petticoat comes up to me, says she's got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley, what she hasn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes, pretty eyes too, for a woman past her child in years. She must have been a real beauty in her day. Anyways, I have a soft spot for tawny eyes, mayhaps because the sea is a green-eyed virago, and the skies, her sisters, have blue eyes and red, gray, and black. Well, this daughter of hers goes by Wiltswin. Wiltswiss. You'll take the letter to her? Yeah, sure. Okay. We're a little bit all over the place today, but that's okay. We're getting to the major points. Ready to fire. I keep my promises, adventure, and you keep your skills well honed, I see. A moment, I just received a dispatch. What? They weren't attacking Aleport? Well, that's... What, we're not important enough? They were just babies? Well, you'd have to be duller than a box of hair to fly at a cannon position. Times being what they are. I suppose all's well that ends well, but I must admit I was looking forward to putting my training to real use. I didn't join the Maelstrom to break up brawls, you know, and now I shall have to clean the cannon. Ha! Yep, that you will. I already have a hard leather eye patch, don't I? I don't. Well. Now I do. Well, I made a right mess of things the other day. Commander Falkbreda said she'd dock my pay if I pulled something like that again. At least I didn't get tossed in the brig like Kamal. I have been very Nachari since. You can be certain of that. I've little enough coin as is in the pay purse to slake my thirst with. But this time, there's a real attack on Aleport, and not off I go to arm the cannon. Save Aleport from those bloodbaths on 4 legs, and we'll see what the commander has to say about my pay then. Adventure for Aleport and glory, slow down the horde. I'm certain to be ready by the time you slaughter 5. Okay, weirdo. I'm not gonna go all the way up there. For right now, I'm just gonna teleport to Gridania. You just realized the place is named Aleport? Seki, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's also real nearby place. It's called Wineport. And in Aleport, they make ale. And in Wineport, they make wine. Okay, registered as favored destination. Awesome, so that will be a little less expensive in future. Hey, that guy's dancing. Having a good old time, too. Well, you know about Wineport and the wine? Well, I would hope so. It was literally part of the MSQ. Sorry, the camera's going all over the place. A day of merrymaking? Is that all you adventurers think about? I'm here to teach, my dear lady. Now, from me, these younglings are to learn a most sacred, meaningful, and uniquely uplifting dance. Now, I realize full well that tradition may not hold much allure for the young, but I didn't think they would up and run away. This manner of disobedience is unprecedented. It's all the more surprising considering they obey the Timbermaster without demur. What I wouldn't give to know is secrets, but I must wait here for my unruly charges. I wonder, though, might you ask the man how he tamed them? Well, I have to go talk to him anyway, so sure. Whew. Hello, Timbermaster Beaton. Okay. I do not recall summoning you, Arietta. Is there something you wish me to inspect? Apparently not. Speak your mind, child. So the younglings will not heed their dancing master, and I am to provide the solution? Master Edith seems able enough, but having no generosity towards herself, she has none for her charges. Give the younglings these on her behalf, and bid them return to their lesson. Also, I have other things. A message from Jadalane, you say? So he's lost another one? Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on... actually, it does. At least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jandalane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us both hope that he will right his ways. Thank you. Okay. And now we go to find children and give them things as bribery to go dance. Sounds about right. Hey, there's one. Scoop with both hands, then look left, up, up, right, down. Or is it up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right? I wish she would let me take notes. A wooden toy lovingly crafted by the timber master. Oh, why this is made of maple. It's unmistakable. Ha! Master Beaton would tell you the grain is of it is almost flows like syrup. Someday I'll be a timber master like him. He wants me to go back to Mr. Edith's class, doesn't he? He always tells us that if you can true a piece of wood, there's no excuse for not truing yourself. All right, I'm going. There's one. And here's where we got the eat egg emoji. Emote, not emoji. Close enough. It's fine. I really messed up my voice for a minute back there, didn't I? Jeez. My throat is very sore now. But I don't want to be a dancer. Why can't we just play? I mean, I guess we could dance for fun, but I don't think Mistress Edith knows how. She's so uptight. Is this one of Master Beaton's toys? Does this mean there's more if I go back to class? I'm on my way. Uh-huh. Bribery works well. Okay, last one. I ran off because it's boring. All Mistress Edith says is how we're doing it wrong. Hey, that's one of Master Beaton's. If this is supposed to be a bribe, then you've got yourself a dear adventuring lady. Well executed bribery. 10 out of 10. Okay. Well, I don't know what sorcery you worked, but the younglings are back, and I do believe we've reached an accommodation. 'Twould seem I was stricter than I imagined, and loosening up a bit has made a great difference. This dance is for the Feast of the Harvest, to give thanks to Nofika and the elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance, lest the matron be angered. It's very, very important. I do realize that I haven't made the best first impression. Having you fetch my students for me? To make it up to you, will you let me show you the dance? Think of it as a kind of peace offering. And her little bright-colored clogs. And this is the part that I find real silly. Yep. Yep. Another silly dance. And there's Master Beaton over here. Why, you're a born dancer, dear lady. And so say we, and so say we. Just crouched over. Come a sailor from the sea to show the laddies how it's done, and so say we, and so say we. Swings his axe and says, remember, shiver, shiver me timbers, and so say we, and so say we. Oh, oh gods, no! Master Beaton, what have you done? You've brought a weapon to this sacred dance. The matron forgive us, we are surely doomed. Master Beaton, you scared her off. We were having fun. Timber Master Beaton, wasn't that a sailor's song? How do you know it? Never mind how I know. More to the point, so what could have troubled Mistress Edith so? You did. You said you're supposed to... She said you're supposed to be peaceful or the elementals will be upset. And you know how uptight she gets. The course of relationships never does run smooth, child. You will all discover this in time. Beaton is the weirdest dude, and I'm all in for it. Yep. Yep, that he sure is. Okay, emotes and harvest dance. And so, the last of the dances to atone for my sins of not living up to my promises. And I teleport through the cat. And the cat doesn't care. Okay, that's enough. We got all 3 of the dances, and that's what we were trying to do. So, might as well finish off Beauty's Only Scalp Deep. Oh wait, I have to deliver the letter, but that's all the way back over there. Let's start with Ulda. Okay. Oh, and I didn't put limps on the... Have to do that when we get back there. Okay. Aethernet. And where are we going? Alchemist Guild. Okay. You've come on behalf of Jandalain. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents, and so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalene, and with all speed. Okay. Bye, Severin. So, we're gonna just go directly to Limsa. And set it to a favored destination so that it's cheaper next time we have to teleport. Okay. Ah. Drowning wench. I feel like I should have come across more quests. Did I just miss them? Oh well, we'll figure it out soon enough. And this part's always real fun to watch. If there's an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg of you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade, for I am none other than Chandeline a sealed parcel that, from the sound of it, houses a metallic implement of some sort. A parcel containing a piece of woodwork, and a parcel containing assorted files of varicolored liquids. Could this be? Yes. I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live! And here we go. Prepare yourselves. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! Sir? Eee! And so I ask, how do you feel, madam? Why, it's as if, in but a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in the world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. You, yes, you, are the aesthetician. In the flesh, madam, I am Chandeline, crafter of coiffures so divine that Minfinia herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam, for where a moment ago stood a fashion-challenged frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. Okay. Uh-oh. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. And he just leaves a calling card. As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turn a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn-room at which you have taken up lodgings. Chandeline shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond, and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary women shall never know. This dramatic ass man. Oh, Master Chandeline, do come back. I have not made my next appointment. Yeah, she took the money from her husband and didn't feed her children in order to save for a very expensive esthetician. You are correct, Seki. It's much. It is much. A note of promise received from Jandalane can be redeemed for a single visit from the esthetician. Okay, so it's 2,000 gills after the first one. I was wondering. Well, that was an experience. Okay. So, let us return over yonder to Aleport. But how can we be mad at that face? I mean, I understand that you have a soft spot for Lalafels, and reasonably so. They are freaking adorable. However, I have a bit of an issue with her not feeding her kids. That causes some distress. So we got about 13 more minutes. I am going to be ending pretty much on time today because I still have more packing to do, and my produce box was destroyed in transit, so it was discarded, and the refund for it won't come until a week from today. I'm pretty mad about it because now I have to go grocery shopping for all of the food that we were supposed to have delivered to our front door. And we also are leaving pretty early tomorrow, so I have to do this tonight. I'm a grump about it. I will not deny my grumpiness. It's okay, you'll just give her more money so she can be a queen and the kids can be fed. Oh, Seki. You are too nice of a human being. Come on, Thaumaturge. Finish it! Get to level 16 so I can work on a different job. I like Thaumaturge well enough, but until you get some of the stat increases from Black Mage, it's really just kind of tedious. Because you don't hit, like, super hard. Oh, I should have gone around. Oh well. Hopefully the dinosaurs will leave me the hell alone. It's not really your thing for higher levels. Give you Red Mage any day. I mean, Red Mage is pretty fun. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not, like, the best. Seki over here has done all the jobs and done them well, and I'm over here like, what are any of these? Greetings, adventurer. They said you were looking for me? A sealed missive addressed to Maelstrom Sergeant Wilt Swiss. A letter from my mama. I haven't heard from her in so long. She never answered my letters. No, stay, for I'll have a reply to send. What the? Oh, the stone-hearted, grasping hag. Wouldn't let me take so much as a hunk of dried fish when I left the island, and now she wants Gil? That succubus! You think me cold? Well, fie on what you think. I wanted something better than tilling salty fields and spilling small fry out the nets, and occasionally taking a passing sailor into my bed for more of the same. She'll receive no reply from me. Thank you for your service, and good evening to you. That sucks. I feel bad for this lady. This is all classes. This is Disciple of War. Item comparison. Yeah, that's better. Will it actually say it's better this time? Okay. Weapons and armor in order. Saltpeter in order. Basic provisions all in order. Poisons... Oh? This vial's nearly gone. Adventurer. Arietta, was it? Mayhaps we can let bygones be bygones. You're skilled in wrangling beasts, I hear, and I have need of a pelican poison. The poison can be readily gathered from pelicans in the area, but I must continue my duties here. Are you so minded to undertake the task? Yeah, sure. Nothing's better than higher level Ver Thunder. It's awesome. Anytime something has more armor value, it's a good indicator it's usually an upgrade. I mean, yes, but sometimes there are weird exceptions, and I'm not a fan. just gonna say it. Sometimes there's just weird exceptions. Okay. Let's see if I can take on these dinosaurs for her. Okay, there's one. How did it interrupt? I didn't do anything. There's two. Dun, ta-da! We're gonna go Gladiator, because I'm really enjoying playing Gladiator, which is not something I ever thought I would say. Provoke. That's fun. We'll figure out a place to put it on the toolbar at some point. Okay, that's 3, and she's over here. What do you mean I can't turn it in? It's a level 16! Rude. I'll come back for it. Am I still wearing? No, I can improve. Oh, I grabbed a hat. I wasn't supposed to. Dang it. Oh, well. Actually, while I'm running, we're just gonna move this into here and now get that feather back in. There we go. EXP boost, very importante. I say as I forget my food for like the 14th time this stream. All right. Well slayed, or do I mean slain? I shall need to know these things if I'm to be an officer. I've got the powder and ball loaded and primed. Now for the slow match. Hark! A dispatch! Stand down forthwith? Not again! But surely these adamantoises are a clear and present... Hedgemals? You're certain? Well, but that's like an adamantoise except, weak and not at all dangerous. Why, oh why? Perhaps I've been cursed by some enemy? Not very likely for a mere storm private, second class or no. Now the commander will dock my pay and leave my whistle as dry as dust. Well, my lady most gallant, it is called Aleport. I've spent a deal of time admiring the undersides of many a tavern table, I can tell you that. What? It could be that my humors are out of balance from a surfeit of ale, and thus I see it now. There is excess blood, which has overfed my martial zeal. Arietta, your learned ways have shown me the light. Much thanks. I go now to receive a leeching. That's not what I actually said. I'm pretty sure that's not what I actually said. Yay, new pants. Much improved. Oh, don't I already have those? No, because it would have been lower level. Anyways. Greetings, Arietta. Will you deliver this in my stead to Camp Skull Valley? It's my report to Commander Falkbreda. I was as plain-spoken as I could be, and I was going to report in person, but for some reason I've barely the strength to visit the barber for leechings, let alone make the trip to Skull Valley. I don't suppose I'd be spared a dock and pay. You don't think they'd clap me in the brig, do you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyways. So, we are getting close to time, so this is going to be the last one of the day. My poor little ears bounce real hard. No, I have not joined a fate. Thank you and good day. So, I'm still kind of figuring out what we're going to be doing next week because we have so many quests to keep doing. But I'm thinking that on Tuesday we're just going to make it easy on ourselves since we're going to be getting back from a camping trip. And we're going to just spend a good old time in the Hall of the Novice until we've done all of the Hall of the Novice, followed by Sastasha. Ah, an adventurer, and one whose name rings a bell. You have been of service to the Maelstrom, I hear. What brings you to Skull Valley? A periodic account of happenings in and around the hamlet of Aleport. After recent events, one might assume that this particular report will read more akin to a letter of apology. A report from a private Snarrow. It does her little credit that she did not make the trip herself. Stay while I peruse this. She does not prevaricate, at least. That's one. Unfortunate how she has gone to rack and ruin since she was posted to Aleport. She was among the first in her shoal to be promoted to second class, you know. Do you know what a soldier's greatest enemy is, Arietta? Boredom. I suspect Snarrow has played the craven in fighting this foe. I shall order the paymaster to dock her pay, but I'll not sign a censure. If she can stay out of the taverns and learn to keep herself busy, she may yet earn her salt. And another quest! Tarry a while, Arietta. It will not be said that an adventurer came to Camp Skull Valley and left without honest pay for honest work. We have a problem that other encampments may find well enviable. The dodos are so plentiful that they even nest within the barracks. The nest must be removed forthwith, before it draws beasts dangerous to men as well as birds. Okay, well, we will be doing that next time, because for now, it is time to go pack more camping stuff. All right, thank you everybody for coming with me on this little adventure. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna do some quick commands in the chat. So, if you would like to know what's going on between streams, or if there is any update to the schedule, you can view that information on Twitter. I post every single day, and if it's not something about the stream, it's something about cats. Specifically my cat, who I am kind of surprised isn't currently clawing at me. If you are interested in seeing previous VODs that are expired on Twitch, you can see them on YouTube, as well as I have words. You'll see them on YouTube as well as clips from previous streams as well. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific. And let's see, is there anything else I wanted to say before I went? Nope, not at the moment. Oh, I am working on a Discord server, so if you've got feedback for me, that will be up and running at some point. I'm not finished with it yet, but I will be here on Tuesday. We will be doing Hall of the Novice to clear that out, and then Sastasha. I hope you all have a good weekend, and those in the United States, I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, and that you get a break and a rest instead of having to participate at work in all the sales and such, because those can be real rough for the retail employees. All right, I am going to go drink a bunch of tea and rest my throat so that I will be ready for this coming week. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Take care, and thank you for adventuring with me.